Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do the Collective Tarot Collective, however you want to say that, for today. Today is Tuesday, July 22nd, 2025. You may follow me on the Talk the Tube, my blog, or not. Totally up to you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. If some of it fits, God's kiss. We love that for you. Whatever doesn't, just leave it on the table for someone else. We don't want you taking on energy that wasn't meant for you. That's it. Easy peasy. We're going to use Intuitive City Oracle, as always, Rob Berthelman. You can find this at intuitiveintention.com. My Intuitive Intention on Etsy. He also sells his decks in the TikTok shop. Okay. Bubby, go lay down on the bed. You're an old man. Go on, go lay down on the bed. Come on, lay down on the bed. You deserve a nice soft spot. You're too old for the floor. I'm too old for the floor. You're too old for the floor. Because you're probably like technically 20 years older than me. We got one on the table. Yeah, I'm trying to make him feel bad about his cat self. I'm just kidding. He should, though. He should get up and lay on the bed. I spent how much money on that bed? They hardly ever lay on there anymore. And he used to have his spot by the window. He hardly ever sleeps there. We got 3 on the table, 4 on the table. Sometimes he's a prima donna. Okay. All right. Yeah, we hear you. We hear you. Sir, we hear you. Ooh, I like that. We got 5 on the table, 1 major. We're going to do 2 more shuffles here. I was going to say something at the... Oh, I was going to say to you guys, just a reminder, I put the date on the video, just in case anybody's new here. I put the date on the video, not because like, oh, the reading is only good for that date. I put the date on the video just to try and kind of deter from copycats, I guess. I don't know. I always show my face and me talking to hopefully deter from copycats. I don't know why readers always do videos where you can't see their face, because I feel like people just steal them, do their own voiceover, and then post them as their own, you know? Like, what? Like, isn't it better to do this? I don't know. And this is I have 2 YouTube channels, this YouTube channel, and then, well, should I say this YouTube channel? It's Music Mama 80 is what it goes by. And then my documentary channel, which is, I think, still Music Mama 80, but it's Healing Home First, not Come As You Are Oracle. So, okay, we're going to do an extra shuffle since I garbled that. All right, last one. Last one. We got 6 on the table. Okay, we got 7 with bottom of the deck. Oh, look at that. The Emperor is 4 from the bottom of the deck. Top of the deck. It's okay. Kind of a mixed bag. Nothing story-like up there. All right, let me pull these down since I just got the 7 cards, and I can kind of... We got the Knight of Wands, 7 of Cups, Page of Wands, 10 of Wands, a lot of wands, a lot of wands. We got the Sun, one of my favorite cards, 3 of Pentacles. It's probably actually technically my favorite, and then the Hermit, which is weird, right? Humble Hermit, and whatever. And then we got Ace of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. So here's the deal. Feminine, masculine, take out resonates. Here's the dealio. Um, someone is someone is working like on projects or someone's working on something, and they're with the Knight of Wands, the Seven of Cups, and the Page of Wands. Like someone is like changing things up a bit, is what I heard when these cards fell out. Like someone's changing things up. So like, and it could be a multitude of different things, right? But like if someone typically only works on one thing at a time, like let's say they write pieces of music. Well, now they're going to branch off. They're going to write pieces of music and they're going to do a screenplay for, you know, a play or whatever. It could also be, where someone typically just does like one thing at a time. Like they're going to take on a bunch of stuff and do a bunch of stuff at once. It could be that somebody's going, like, if somebody's, like, let's say writing a book, they're going to stop writing the book and now they're going to start drawing. Like somebody's switching something up. Like there's something, it almost gives like upheaval energy, but not in a bad way, in a good way. I think with the Ten of Wands, Rob Barthelman, the author of the cards, the creator of the cards, wrote Overcommitment. I think someone's just being called to not. I just heard overindulge. Okay, don't overindulge in something. I think someone's being called to not take on too much that they can handle. You know what I mean? Like, if you're typically someone that works on one thing at a time and now you're going to try working on six things at a time, maybe don't. Maybe don't. It's one thing to wake up in the morning, right, and it's your day off and you make a little list and like you got to take out the trash. I'm just going to put my things on there. You have to pay your bills. Uh you have to edit your book. You have to come up with drawings for your new clothing line. Like if you have so many things on this list and you're not going to get them done, like pick and choose what you can do and leave the rest for tomorrow. Leave the rest for next time. Cuz there's going to be time. Like you don't have to take on so many projects at once. And not to sound like an a-hole, but don't half-ass. You know what I mean? Like I think you wouldn't want yourself to half-ass either. Like I wouldn't want myself to half-ass. And I was talking about it the other day, again, this is me. Like I need to edit my book, even though I'm not close to doing a clothing line for my business. I still want to kind of start drawing and playing with things, like jewelry and clothing and stuff like that, because I kind of want to get an idea for myself. Like if I decide I want to do that, like this is what I want to do. This is what I want it to look like. So I want to play with that. I want to paint the cover for my book. And I also want to oh, what was it? Well, I want to start planning for a trip for next year because I would like to take a vacation for fun to somewhere I've never been to could to what could possibly be my most favorite place on earth. Um, I want to take Reiki classes like in the fall, winter, whenever they're available. I got to look for those online. Um, but yeah, like I have plans. I have things I want to do and I'm going to hit them one by one. I'm not going to like the Reiki thing I can look up online, and probably have some information, concrete information within an hour, right? Maybe even a half an hour. And I can check that off my list. Even if I start crude drawings of a clothing line and jewelry, like I could check that off my list and go back to it later and refine it. I think what's going to take the longest is the editing for my book. And I'm just going to do pre-editing because I know there's things I want to add back in. And I know there's things I think I want to take out of it. And I'm eventually going to have to pay an actual editor to actually edit it because I want to do that. And I want somebody, to tell me, like, if I should take something out or if I should add something in or, something like that. I mean, they don't need to give me ideas, but like if they say, hey, I think there could be something else here, go back to the drawing board and figure it out. It's not that difficult. I think painting the cover of my book might take some time, But again, these are all things that I'm pretty much going to do one at a time. I'm not going to like try and do like 20 things in like one day. If you want to do that, do that. I'm just saying you might not be as happy with the end result. Because again, I know like when I half-ass things, I look back on it and I'm like, what the hell? I know that's not what I said the first time. The thing is with the sun card, like somebody's in their purpose. Somebody is doing what they're supposed to be doing. So just keep doing it. Just be careful, just work at your own pace and don't be worried about like if you're going fast enough or if you're like meeting a deadline or something like that. I mean, obviously if you have a real deadline, then yes, you probably need to meet that. But I'm saying like theoretically, if you give yourself a bunch of stuff to do, when's the deadline? Like do you really think you're going to do everything in a day or a couple days or a couple weeks or what? Just be practical. Have your feet planted on the ground and live in reality. I'm just saying. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm really not trying to be mean. I think I'm actually being funny. But someone also could have with the Three of Pentacles some type of hey baby, some type of situation, collaboration, partnership. I think with this sitting in between the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles. Here, let me show you. I think with it be sitting between the Sun and the Ace of Pentacles, this union, this connection, collaboration, teamwork, whatever it is, I think it could be actually really good. I'm not getting relationship, guys. To me, this is more like work stuff. This is more like hobbies. This is more like, maybe you go to work during the day and work a 9 to 5, and at night, like you write a book, or like I said, you write a piece of music, or you do something, right? Play the piano, something. Yeah, baby. Maybe you go to work during the day and you come home and you take classes online at night, for something else. So you can get a degree in something. I think it's like a more of a business situation, a business connection than a relationship connection, not really a lover's thing. I mean, if you if you were to work with your spouse or something like that, okay, then maybe like that could resonate. Or like if you and your spouse, like let's say, and this is just an example, but like let's say you're a chef and they're a chef, but you're a pastry chef and they cook Asian cuisine, like the two of you are going to come together, the two of you are going to collaborate and do, like a fine dining experience or something like that. You know what I mean? Like that I could see. But this isn't just like a lover's thing. This is more work oriented, career oriented. Dreams and desires oriented. I know, baby. You're very needy. Huh? You're very needy. He's like, no, I'm not. Okay, so this Three of Pentacles card, they're building a skyscraper. And it kind of shows you down here, like the platforms and stuff and how they, put it together and raise it and everything. For some reason, I was picturing a junkyard. Like where people have their old cars towed and like they crush them in those crusher things, and people leave old tires there and old, metal drums, gallons of drums or whatever. I don't know. Old furniture, old appliances, like a junkyard. Not just for cars, but like for all kinds of stuff. That's what I was picturing. And I don't know what this is because when I look at this Ten of Wands card, for some reason, when I unfocus, like I just like unfocused on it, to me it looked. Bubbles, get off the table. Come on. Come on. Thank you, baby. Thank you. Why don't you go lay down? It looks like a waterfall to me. I don't know, for some reason, like a waterfall and rocks. Like I just like unfocused on it and just kind of like, hey, baby. Look at him. He's adorable. But he's a handful. Yeah, see, he knows. Who's talking about you? Am I talking about you? Yeah, I know. You're a sad situation, as your grandma would call you. A very sad situation. Oh my god. All right. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. I think that's it. I think that's it. Yeah, just be careful about taking on too much and overburdening yourself, really. Because if you're, I think I've become less of a perfectionist as I've gotten older. My OCD has tend to, what is it, wane, as the years have gone on. Because I used to be pretty OCD. Now I'm a little more lax. But I still don't want to do things like too quickly and then not have put in like the best that I could have put in, if that makes sense. And I think most people feel like that, right? Like most people want to do the best they can. I don't know. I don't know. All right. I'm going to leave it there. I hope the message resonates for you. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope if anything you found it entertaining. Look at Bubs. Look at him. Look at him. Look at me. Meow, 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 meow. I hope everybody has a good day and or evening. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.